Welcome back, guys. Welcome back, guys. So today I want to clarify a few things from my last video. It was doing pretty well, but all of a sudden it just stopped going. The click-through rate was pretty good, and I don't know if people just stopped watching because I offended them, which I didn't mean to. What would it take for your motorcycle company, whether it's Yamaha or Kawasaki, Harley, what would it take for you to lose loyalty to the brand? Or are you not brand loyal at all? What would have to change in order for you to go with another company? Would the value of their product have to be so bad, or the quality of their product become so inferior that you would change your brand loyalty? Put it down in the comments. For me, a company has to continually put out a quality product and offer it at a value. Not just with motorcycles, but just everyday things. All I was trying to say last time was if Harley can't bring in new brand loyal customers when they are first riders and they do not graduate to their larger models or continue to buy from Harley because they find more value somewhere else, then Harley is short for this world. Just like any company, if they can't continue to expand their business and they continually lose market share, they're not going to stay around. It's not a big deal for rice or potatoes or even a beef producer in particular. Those things are still going to get made and are going to be comparable. But with a motorcycle or any mechanical thing that you look for longevity in, if it doesn't have repairability or a future of finding parts, then is that a value? That's all I'm trying to say. So Harley's offering a brand new motorcycle for $6,000. And I said, I don't know how much of a Harley that's going to be. And there are reasons for that. There are plenty of motorcycles that compete in the size that Harley's talking about for cheaper than $6,000. But there's nothing Harley about them. They're clones, maybe. In the case of the V-Star 250, it's a clone, and it's great for younger riders because they can't ride a larger displacement bike in some states. So what are some of these contenders for this new $6,000 motorcycle that Harley's going to build? Well, we have some new entry, at least a new entry. It's called the Benda, and it's going to be coming here to the United States with the Chinchilla 500. It's a 475cc motorcycle with 47 horsepower and a V-twin. Looks pretty cool, actually. I'll put a picture up on the screen. Chinchilla 500, $599, right in under that number that Harley's touting. The Honda Rebel 300, $4,843, just under 300 cc's at 286 and 28 horsepower. It's a single motor. The Triumph Speed 400, $5,100 for a 398 cc, 40 horsepower single engine motorcycle. Yamaha, the V-Star that I was speaking about before, that is cruiser-ish. It looks a lot like what you would think of a cruiser. The V-Star 250, $4,799 at only 249 cc's. It produces 21 horsepower, and it is a V-twin. The Yamaha MT-03, $4,999. It's a 321 cc, 41 horsepower parallel twin. So those are some pretty cool competitors that Harley has to deal with. Now, we did have the 883, and it was always, well, for a very long time, it was more than $6,000. But it was the cheapest version that we had. And there are a lot of things you can do with the 883. A lot of power upgrades and things you can do. So you can grow into that motorcycle if you want to, or you can step it up. But it sounded like a V-twin. It sounded like a Harley. And these others don't. But is this new $6,000 motorcycle from Harley going to sound like a Harley? Harley has other motorcycles that I think they offer in other countries, but here only dealers can get them for their classes. In the X300, it's the X300 or X350. I think it's the X300 and the X500. The X300 comes in at around $8,000 for a dealer. The dealer has to pay $8,000 for it. And the X500 comes in around $10,000, right under $10,000, I think. And my figures may be old, I don't know. But these are not, if they can't make money on those, and they're selling them to dealers for $8,000 and almost $10,000 respectively, then how are they going to produce a $6,000 motorcycle? The 350 or the 300 has like 21 horsepower, and the 500 has 47 horsepower. Right at the competition here. And I don't see them, unless it looks like a Harley, sounds like a Harley, walks like a duck, quacks like a duck kind of thing. I don't see them building brand loyalty with these motorcycles when they can just go to these others. I had one comment on my last video, and the guy was very upset. He was a brand loyalist, and I get that. But he was like, Harley's been around for 50 years since he bought his AMF motorcycle, and it's gonna, it'll be around for another 50 more, I guess is what he's trying to say. Well, my concern is I would just like it to be around for 50 more, because if it does not stick around, then the availability of parts to fix those motorcycles is going to rapidly decline. And that's what happens with all non-produced vehicles. You will see that it becomes hard to find parts for those vehicles. And my question is, if the company goes away and you just bought a brand new motorcycle, well, in 5 years when it needs something, if you can't get that part, or say in 10 years when they no longer make it, can you get that part on? Can you get that little piece that it just doesn't operate without? And will somebody else produce it? Anyhow, guys, that's it for today. And until next time, keep your swerve tight and get out and ride.